Untitled Dragons. I am glad that you guys are here. Today is Friday. It is December 17th, 2021. It's the 86th day of school. My name is Mr. Butcher. It's my job to keep you guys safe so that you guys can show us how excellent you can be. Hopefully you left your average at home or on the bus and you are ready to have a respectful and responsible day. It's Friday, so one of my responsibilities is to make sure you have some dad jokes. These dad jokes, of course, are all going to be around Christmas time and winter jokes. So here we go. Here's our first one. This is a good one. Why did Santa give the shoelace coal in his stocking? Because he was on the naughty list. Get it? Naughty list. There you go. That's a good one. All right. One of our responsibilities is to be ready to show respect for the rights that we have in this country. We do this by daily saying the Pledge of Allegiance, our school pledge, as well as doing our moment of silence. When we do this, we want you to stop what you're doing, stand up tall, put your hand over your hearts like this, say the pledge loudly, clearly, and with pride. We're 86 days in the school year. You should be able to do the pledge by now. But if you can't, still keep working on it and get it better each and every day. If you would please stand for the pledge, remain standing for the Kennedy School Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the Kennedy School Pledge. I pledge myself as a Kennedy Dragon to be ready for the day ahead of me. I'll be respectful of myself, my teachers, and all others I meet throughout the day. I promise to be responsible for myself, my actions, and my learning. I'll work my hardest to be the best dragon I can be. All right, another responsibility that we have each day is to try to keep each other safe by slowing down the spread of germs. We can do this by daily washing our hands. Got to keep these things clean because that will prevent the spread of germs. We do this by washing our hands frequently throughout the day with soap and water. If we can get to it, that's better. If not, we can always use alcohol-based hand sanitizer, but you got to clean your hands too. So make sure you're using soap and water throughout the day. When we wash our hands, we want to get all parts of our hands. We want to get the palms of our hands, the backs of our hands, in between our fingers, our fingertips, our wrists, and our thumbs. When we wash our hands, we want to do for at least 20 seconds. Let's model what that looks like now. Get yourself some hand sanitizer and let's go. Palms of your hands, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back of your hand, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back of the other hand, 2, 3, 4, 5. In between your fingers, 2, 5. Your fingertips, 2, 5. Your other set of fingertips, 2, 3. Your thumb. Your other thumb. 5. Your wrist. 5. And your other wrist. And now your hands should be nice and clean. Now that we have done our moment of silence, we've done our hand washing, we've done our pledges, it is time to recognize those students that have birthdays today as well as over the weekend. Happy birthday today to Lane Seaman, who's 11, and Daphne Muldrow, who is 9. On Saturday, Jamie Garcia will be 5, and Miss Griffith will have a birthday. On Sunday, Natalie Avila will be 9, and Jacory Bailey will be 7. Happy birthday to you guys. We'll make sure you get your birthday. Another responsibility that we have each morning is to make our lunch choice. When we make our lunch choice, from the following choices today: stuffed crust pizza, sweet yellow corn, and fresh baby carrots. If you do not want stuffed crust pizza, you can always get PB&J or yogurt and muffin. But make your lunch choice now. Time for dad joke number 2. How do you describe Santa when he is sad? Patriotic. Because he's red, white, and blue. All right, it's time for our picture of the week. Here's our picture for this week. We're going to ask you guys today to do prepositions, but let's talk about some of the adjectives and adverbs that were brought up yesterday. Mr. McCoy had these adjectives in his sense: the 9 adorable huskies are guarding the wooden log cabin. Miss Kinney had these adjectives: the dogs are big and furry. The big fluffy dogs are scary to the man. And the wooden fence helped the frightened man get away from the scary dogs. Good sentence, Demi. Miss Ham had the following sentence. Bob jumped over the low wall to get away from the dogs. He squatted on the ground to catch his breath. He felt relieved that he outran the dogs. He stood up and realized it was time to feed the dogs. No wonder they chased me, he exclaimed. And Miss Kinney actually also had these adverbs. The man said, occasionally, these huskies chase me away. Excellent job, Abigail. So today, looking for prepositions. Prepositions and prepositional phrases. Prepositions are words that show relationship between two nouns. Like the man is jumping over the fence. So there you go. Try that. Time for dad joke number 3. This one's my favorite. How does Rudolph pick the next route on Christmas night? He points at a map. He points at a map. He points at a map. All right, it's time for our morning message. Our morning message today is on keeping good company and encouragement. Remember the flock of geese we talked about yesterday? There's more to the story. If a goose falls out of that V formation that we talked about yesterday, it immediately feels how hard it is to fly alone. It quickly gets back into the group, so flying will be easier. So what's the moral here? What's the lesson? If we human beings just had as much sense as a goose, we would stay in the group with our friends who are headed in the right direction. Someone wise once said, good company in a journey makes the way seem much, much shorter. Remember this, we need to keep company with those who help us and encourage us to do our best. The people who are going to choose the right thing to do, not the wrong thing. Geese have always known that. Did you? With something to think about, I'm Mr. Butcher. Make today your masterpiece or not. Remember, the choice is yours. Hang out with people who are going to do the right thing. And you know what? If you're a person that no one wants to hang out with, maybe it's because you're not making the right choices. Have you ever thought about that? It's time for another dad joke, Christmas style. Which singer is the best Christmas decorator? Wreath of Franklin. All right, it's not required that anyone wears a mask except for when you get on the bus. You are required to wear a mask when you're on the bus. So if we are going to wear our masks, because some people like to wear their masks just because it makes them feel safer or it makes them feel like they're keeping other people safe. I wear my mask every day. We want to make sure that we're wearing it correctly. So put your mask on over your nose, over your mouth. Make sure it's covering your chin. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much. All right, last Christmas dad joke. Where does Santa stay when he's far from the North Pole? At a hotel. Merry Christmas. That is all we have for announcements, so please help me.
Me and your teachers keep you safe. That is our job.
And your job is to help us keep you safe.
And you can help us by being a ready, respectful, and responsible student who is focused on graduating in the year.
Because when you are a ready, respectful, and responsible student focused on graduation, you are fully committed to student success. I love you very much. Have a 15 days of...
Buenos días, mis amigos. Tenemos un libro bilingual. We have a bilingual book today. Christmas Time, A to Z with Rosita. La Navidad de la A C con Rosita. Bilingual word book in Spanish and English. All right, so when we look at the front cover, it's going to give us the name of who wrote the book. What do we call the person who wrote the book? Do you remember? The author, that's right. By Julia Cervantes Espinosa. She is the author. The illustrator is right here inside, illustrated by Francesco Orazzini. All right, Christmas Time, A to Z with Rosita. I hope you enjoy it. Let's learn some words together. Mr. Newport might learn how to pronounce some things. Whew, here we go. Hi, my name is Rosita. Tonight my family will be hosting Noche Buena. That means Christmas Eve in Spanish. Our family and friends will be here soon. I can hardly wait to see my tios and primos. Christmas time is my favorite time of the year. Well, aside from my birthday, that is. I love Christmas. I have been excited for this day to come for weeks, and I want to do one last thing before our family and friends get here. Will you help me? I want to practice some Christmas Spanish and English words. You see, I speak both Spanish and English, but there are some Christmas words that I only know the word for in Spanish, and there are other words that I only know the word for in English. How do you say mistletoe in Spanish? My family says that knowing more than one language is important and that we should be proud. I agree. At school, I have twice as many friends because I'm able to speak both languages. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Will you read the Christmas words with me? Let's go through the Christmas alphabet A to Z together. Here we go. What comes first? A, that's right, A. Los amigos, the friends. My mom says that friends are the family we choose. El ángel, the angel. El arbolito de Navidad, the Christmas tree. Christmas tree doesn't start with A. Oh, in Spanish, it's arbolito, the Christmas tree, arbolito de Navidad. B. El bastón de caramelo, the candy cane. El Belén, the nativity scene. Instead of calling it El Belén, some people call it El Nacimiento. Los buñuelos, those look yummy. The fritters. I bet those are tasty. Let's see what other words. A, B, then C. La campana, the bell. Las canciones navideñas, the Christmas songs. Mr. Butcher plays a lot of Christmas songs in the morning. Some that I've never heard of. El cascanueces, the nutcracker. Yeah, you guys, have you seen those before? Those are neat. Ooh, el champurrado. The champurrado is a warm drink made with piloncillo, cinnamon sticks, Mexican chocolate tablets, and corn dough. Sounds yummy. La chimenea. Santa Claus. Y la chimenea. Los churros. The churros. Churros are yummy. D is for diciembre. El 25 de diciembre. December the 25th. That's Christmas. Los dulces de menta, the peppermint candy. Los duendes, the elves. We have an elf at my house. Her name is Penelope. She's feisty. E is for eggnog, el ponche de huevo. La esfera, the ornament. Y la estrella, the star. Wow. A, B, C, D, E, F. F. La familia, the family. La flor de Pascua, the poinsettia. G, el globo de nieve, the snow globe. El gorro de Santa Claus, the Santa hat. I wonder how many of you are wearing Santa hats today. El guirnalda, guirnalda. Oh, that one's hard to say. Guirnalda, the garland. We don't have any garland on our tree this year. That's kind of sad. We need more garland on our tree. After H, we had some of this yesterday. Hot chocolate, el chocolate caliente. Holly, the holly is el acebo. The gingerbread man, el hombre de jengibre. And the snowman, el hombre de nieve. Oh, and look at that picture. What a cozy, snowy picture. I for el invierno, winter. Look at all that snow, nieve. J for jingle bells, los cascabeles. J is also for los juguetes, the toys. K, the three kings. It is said that the three kings brought baby Jesus gifts with frankincense, gold, and myrrh. The three kings, los tres reyes magos. Los tres reyes magos. El listón, the ribbon. We tie lots of presents with ribbon. Las luces, the lights. Oh, when you go up and down the hallway outside the media center, make sure you remember las luces. El moño, the bow. I saw Miss Graham doing an awesome activity with los moños in her classroom. They were measuring items with moños, bows. El muérdago, the mistletoe. Remember earlier she was wondering how you pronounce mistletoe? It's el muérdago, the mistletoe. It is tradition to kiss the person closest to you if you are standing under a mistletoe. I kissed my cat Fifi last year. Make sure you ask, though. Make sure that it's okay that you give him a kiss. Some people don't like to get kissed. En la nieve, the snow, or la noche buena, Christmas Eve. That is a fun night. At my house, we play lots of games and drink hot chocolate. Oh, el oropel, the tinsel. The ornaments, los adornos. Ooh, we put tinsel and ornaments on our el arbolito de Navidad, Christmas tree. El pan dulce is for pan dulce, the sweet bread. Or la piñata. Have you guys played with a piñata before? Take a bat and you hit the piñata. Candy comes out, los dulces. Piñata. El ponche navideño, the Christmas punch. Las posadas. We read a book about that earlier, the posadas. Or the inns. You remember that, the posadas? Yeah. Las Posadas is a 9-night celebration from December 16th through the 24th, where people commemorate Mary and Joseph's search for an inn on the night Jesus was born. People form a procession to that evening's location and symbolically ask for shelter. Once there, there's a party, and in the end, we kids get to break la piñata. Q. Nothing for Q. R. Los Renos, the reindeer. Rudolph and Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen and Cupid and Comet and Donner and Blitzen all carry a sleigh filled with los regalos, the gifts. S. Oh, we've been waiting for this one. Santa Claus. People also call him Papa Noel. Señora Claus is Mrs. Claus. And Mrs. Claus and Mr. Claus, Santa Claus, fill the stockings. El calcetín navideño. Calcetín navideño. Don't forget to hang up your calcetines. T. Los tamales. Miss Jessica, yo quiero tamales con carne. Tamales son buenos. Don't forget, yo quiero tamales. Los tamales, yep, the tamales. Las tarjetas navideñas, the Christmas cards. And el trineo, the sleigh. Look at all those awesome words. You guys are going to have to play this back and remember all these words because Mr. Newport's going to forget them. You're going to ask me and I'm not going to know them. I've got to use them. Speaking of you, unwrap. Oh, I bet some of you have been unwrapping your presents from the media center this week and our specials teacher. Those presents, hopefully you have really enjoyed them. Those books are amazing. To unwrap is desenvolver. Some people unwrap their gifts on the morning of December 25th. Others unwrap their gifts at midnight between Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. When do you open your Christmas gifts? We open ours the morning of Christmas. Usually too early, but I like to make my children suffer, and they have to wait until Daddy has his morning coffee, and then we open our presents. V. Las vacaciones, the vacation. We're going to get our vacaciones in 2 días. Well, 4 días. Necesitamos contar días de fin de semana. Sábado, domingo. Sí. Many children have a vacation from school during the holidays, just like you. You're going to get a vacation too. La vela, the candle. Some people light candles around this time of year, and they hang lights, los luces, in their house to represent those candles. Los villancicos. Villancicos. Ooh, that's a hard one to say. My tongue doesn't want to work. Villancicos. The carolers. Do you guys go caroling? We don't go caroling. If you've heard me sing, you probably know why. But caroling. How many people go caroling? W. The wreath. La corona de Navidad. We have a wreath on our door. X. Xmas is the abbreviation for the word Christmas. Xmas means La Navidad. Y. A Yule log is a large log traditionally burnt in the fireplace on Christmas Eve. El tronco de Navidad. Los zapatos, the shoes. In several parts of the world, children leave their shoes outside their front doors on different days in December and January to often find small gifts inside of them the next morning. Whoa! So instead of calcetines, aquí, los calcetines de Navidad, see? So these, instead of these, they put their shoes outside, and instead of filling stockings, they fill their shoes. We did it! Those were a lot of words. Thank you for reading with me. Did you learn anything new? I did. Which new words did you learn in Spanish? I think a totally new word for me was started with an M. Mistletoe. What was that word for mistletoe? Do you remember mistletoe? El muérdago. Muérdago. Yep. And don't forget, you gotta ask permission before you give somebody a kiss. Which new words did you learn in English? I think I knew most of those except for el champurrado. Champurrado. I don't know what that is still. I haven't had that. That's the same in English and Spanish. I think I hear someone at the door. Our family and friends are here. Yay! Mi familia y mis amigos. Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad! Oh. El fin, the end. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this book and have enjoyed learning some new words in Spanish and maybe some new words in English, and that you have a great day. We love you very much. Bye-bye. Say bye, Rosita. Adios.